what I'm thinking we are going to do on this weekend bit is we'll try and do Nifty. We'll study Nifty, what I see, and any things that you guys can suggest as well. And then we'll study a little bit of what futures are doing, what sectors are doing. In my custom intraday anchor column, what I used to do on the YouTube video. And the third section will be the top-down approach, weekly to pick the sectors for the coming week, and from those sectors, what are the stocks that are coming out. I think some of you who might have not joined some of my previous sessions for top-down approach, we choose 15 to 18, and for bearish, we choose negative 15 to negative 18. So these are the three things that are going to be common as we continue to do these sessions week on week, and let's see how it goes. Let me share my screen. Any suggestions? Please put them on, and I will try and link that there. Okay, sharing my screen. Let me know once we can see it. Can we see my screen? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Prithvi. Thanks, guys. Let's move. So this is actually I don't know if he's on the call, but partial credit goes to Bitu on this. When we were having a chat is when he flagged this, right? Now, if I take a quick look at this, you know, Nifty is at support as per this, right? It's a proper 45 degree. It's broken out. There's a turtle breakout, and then there's a retracement to this, right? And some of you, you know me, you know I use both DSmart and Must as a combination, and I've been doing it for a very long time. Okay. The interesting part that he did uh, point out is there are three high poles at a go, right? This is a very important area now for Nifty to break, right? This area, three high poles successively, indicating that there is strong supply here, right? But this 45 degree, what broke now will become probable support. And personally, I'm thinking here you can see there are two high poles that were resistance will now become support. So this level, this 24,450 to 500 level is extremely critical for me. Here also we will get some, right? So these are also going to play a small role in how Nifty goes. Once this level, a double top buy is taken out, I think the 26, or rather I think this is the all time high level. The all time high levels are possibly expected, but now this is something that I will closely watch, and I will keep track. Till then you just stay with it. What what probably you can do as well is a column reversal at this, right? You can try and enter at a column reversal with this, below this as your stop loss, or below 24,488 as your stop loss, provided there are some people that I've noticed that who follow 5 in 1, who follow certain systems. You can check your systems and then retry. Otherwise, you can always use credit spreads, you can always use debit spreads, hedge your positions, maybe try and take a debit spread on this with a slower stop loss, or maybe a long future, and long put to hedge that future as well, so that you are protected. And if it carries on, it just carries on, right? You don't have to chase too many changes in positions or anything. If it does not carry, then your position, you will know your loss that you might be taking. But this area is extremely critical, right? What is this? The high of this is, in simple, the high of this is 24,900 to the high of this 25,132. Keep anything above 25,150, this thing turns fully bullish, right? Because the supply has been taken over. There are two more here that can be taken over as well. Right? There was a lot of supply in this area, and it's come back to retest that area, is what I'm seeing. this is what I'm currently seeing with Nifty, and this is for the entire week. We'll review this next week again to see how, what, and how it has shaped up, or has it rather continued going down. Continue going down, in my opinion, I think is very little chance for now. What I see, I think probably it will take support either at this trend line or anywhere in this area. It will take support. Is not predicting, but I am expecting, right, somewhere between this area and this will be. This is my area, and it can be in this zone itself. So you can keep an eye on strangles, because there's you can do 25 150 and 24, maybe 500 on monthly. Not major returns, but at least it will keep continuing to oscillate between these two areas. So strangle is an opportunity. If you are getting a straddle width of decent size, then that also might be an opportunity, because we know VIX is at 13, 13, 14, I think last when I saw. So there's no major shift and jumps that we are going to see. So strangle, straddle, and range breakout is what we are going to look at. Above this is going to be pure bullish. I think below this it will anyways, this confluences with D smart walking line as well. So there are multiple, or in the language is this confluence of support. So you can try and see how to capture. In case you get a reversal with a small SL, you can take off from there. This is this is what I have, and in intraday 1 minute 0.05. This is, anyways, we all know because of the recent events, it has been bearish. So there's no point in really looking at this front, right? Intraday is okay, but daily is what I look at to stay in the direction of the trend, and daily is giving me a proper. Again, I have to sit and draw this. Okay, a proper picture, like a more clear picture. Anything? Anybody else has any other views on Nifty? RS Alpha volatility indicator. If you can discuss this as well, it will be helpful. Gaurav, I haven't initially when I was studying it, I studied it. I do understand the concept, but let me refresh and I'll come back. Probably next week I'll do this RS alpha indicator. One more thing, that I really wanted to speak about. I think I have an Excel sheet that I'm building after some bit of testing that I've done. Like, I will explain how we were able to probably, look at, I think whoever's part of my Telegram group, I think I gave a caution on, I think Tuesday itself, saying, watch out, please be careful, the bull strength's gone. Right? I think that caution, I'll tell you how, what is the concept, what is the behind that, and we all can use our own particular indicator to figure out how to go about it. Okay, let me close Nifty. I don't see anything that's there. Right. So this is I'm sure we are all familiar by now. I don't have anything popping up in the sectors, either bullish or bearish. Then in the future near month, Exide Industry has come. This is a purely intraday plug and play. So DTB has come, which means it is showing a bearish sign, and this is a proper. You can see X ratios below, double top double bottom count is below zero, so there are more double bottom sells than double top buys. This indicates that the market is, or the script is trending downwards. Let's take a quick look at higher time frame as well as to what this is doing. X side in 0.15. This is almost 100% pole. It's loading 100% pole. uh, the X ratios are still higher, but there's an open count here till this 434 is is not taken out or a double top buy is not taken out, this anchor column is valid, and that's why you'll see the count open to 325, 283. Now, anyways, it's not a good time to enter because I think there might be sideways. A follow through on its side, bearish side might trigger a move. Let's see. And here, 24,250. I don't even know what is Nifty's current price. Give me 1 second. 24,700. Right. As we come close to the second half of the month, Bank Nifty, as per my system of Franco swing engulfing bearish, what is Bank Nifty? 55,500. 55,500. The closest is 55,800 that has popped up here, closest to ATM, right? 55,800 CE. It is telling me to short. It came below this and it has pulled back now to the clouds. If you are thinking of long, any of the banking things, if you can see this, right, 55, there's a nice fall, and then there's a nice consolidation from let's take this date. This is probably 13 June. So 1 day of proper consolidation it has taken, and we'll see if this high gets taken out. I think in most levels this will start, banking will start doing well, right? So this is, it has given a breakout here, but it has been a fake breakout, and it has come and taken off the stop loss. But it's still giving, like, this is a bearish position. This is like, because I think we all know I mostly credit spreads, so I need which instrument is going towards zero, and and that's how I look at it. But I know a lot of people are option buying as well. So if you're going to do long options, then this would have been an entry trigger, or maybe this would have been an entry trigger which SL stopped out, right? So these are some of the things, and yeah, Bank Nifty as of now is bearish. Nifty, I'm not going to say bearish, or it's asking me to sell 24,250 put because it is continuously going down 1 minute 1%. This also probably is because of time value. I think there's, what is the June expiry? 25th, 26th. In another 10 days, right? This is going to expire. So I think this is far out of the money, almost 500 points out of the money, and out of the money is going like a strangle expiry. If you do 24,250 short and 25,250 long, with Nifty being at 24,700, this is showing me like a proper strangle expiry as to how we can try and look at this. On 3%, if this goes below, let's say 100, this will be a good run for us to comfortably take home 70 to 75 points. You don't. This will be like a 80% probability of taking 75 points home. 75 points is almost 5,000, which is extremely good. If you can add 3 or 4 lots, and then you can take home comfortably. Comfortably is not a right word. I think with more odds or probability. I think probability is a better word. Cool. So, anyways, now it's giving me Nifty in the money or out of the money, far out of the money put to sell, because I think it's very clear that decay is happening. But very clearly, Bank Nifty is one directional. That is short for now. Exide Industries is what I'll keep a watch. But Exide Industries no trade for now. Intraday is looking very very good, but daily is not supporting my cause. So daily 100% bearish, 100% pull, and then a follow through. You can comfortably short with double top buy or whatever your exit systems are. Okay. Any any questions? Any chart? Anything in particular you want me to have a look at, or we can jump off to what uh, top down approach is saying? Anything from anybody? Where's my multi-denominator all? Sir, if I'm buying futures and hedge it with PE buy, lot should be the same or delta, etc. need to consider. Nothing, you don't have to worry about it. What I do is 50 between 50 to 60 delta, closer 55 to 60 delta. If you get anywhere like that on Nifty very specifically, your loss will be capped to somewhere between 5,000 to 7,000. It'll be a cap loss. You will need it to move around 1.5 to 2% in that period, and then I think the profit kicks in. And when the profit kicks in, it's an extremely interesting profit kicking in. So anywhere between 50 to 60 delta you can play with, Sumit. Any insights that Gift Nifty can add, Prithvi? My honest thing, I think Gift Nifty confuses me more than giving me clarity. So I've removed Gift Nifty from all of my checks. I think now a couple of months now. I don't look at Gift Nifty at all. Like in the night it says something, morning it's saying something else, and then suddenly it changes to something else. Probably it is one thing that is there. But there's a very interesting insight I had developed when I was looking at Gift Nifty. If you're really looking at it, I don't recall the indicator. There is a very specific indicator on TradingView that indicates what Gift Nifty did during the off period of the market. On our off period of the market, what did it do? Nifty sort of, replicated that kind of movement during the next day's, actions. Something that I was digging further, but it got to, a lot of stress and a lot of irritation, so I stopped it. But if you really are pursuing it, I think you can look at it. Like once our market closes, till Gift Nifty closes, you need to keep track of what it does, like what is the flow of this, and then marry it to next day Nifty. I think that was getting very interesting as a study, but I had to drop it. It was too much of work. Yeah, it is, Deepak. It was extremely interesting, and it took a lot out of me. Like I did not have that in me. Very few times that happens, but it did not have in me to take it and hold it, you know, because I wasn't really, it wasn't really my situation. Cool. So let's take a quick look at let's export it best. We need to do one quick. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So I think I don't know. I think PL. Uh, we had a chat on chemicals last week or the week before. These are my bullish and these are my bearish sectors. And I don't know if Bitu's on the call. Where is this? How do we know who all are there? Ah, is there? So this is something that we were having a chat. Bitu, see this. I think it's popped up. You know, we on Friday evening, Friday afternoon. Actually, he was studying something else. I was looking at something else. Suddenly, I pinged him. FMCG is bearish, and then he's like, "Hold on, this is what we've got." And at close of play, I think around 3:15, we took a Hindustan Unilever bearish position. Like I took a bearish debit spread. I'm not sure what he took, but FMCG is bearish, and I'll tell you, I'll actually show you guys a very very interesting thing that how I found this. You know, you can be outside, you can be anywhere in the world, and this is going to be very, very simple. Let's do this in the end. But anyways, this is supporting our cause. So we have basically in the 93 sectors, right, which is defined as an NSE combined, you know, you have five bullish and four bearish, right? Five and four. What happens to the other 82 or 83, right? In simple words, market is neutral. I wouldn't say it is neutral to bullish or bearish as well, right? It is stuck. Let this count go. Let don't try and decode this too much for now, because in the 93, let's say 84, this is 84 sectors are neutral as per my study, guys. Okay, as per my study, 84 is neutral. Why am I going to break my head and find, you know, one stock or three stocks from each of these and break my head about it? I'm not going to really venture into. When I was studying something like this, is what it gave birth to this. Now this is my custom thing, and this is exactly what I wanted to probably do as well. This is something that I'm trying to add as a layer to this, but this is my major part, and it tells me where to stay. This, whatever sideways to bullish or bearish, it will tell me where to stay and what kind of market should I look at. Right, NSE all stocks is around 2,500, around 2,550. Now, what is the ratio that is giving? See, in the 2,500, this is why straddle works. If you get straddle right, straddle works every day of the week. If you're an option trader, don't look like, at least I'm stopping to look at anything else apart from straddle. There is straddle one side, directional will be credit spreads, and both of them are premium eating. Why? You have 2,500 stocks. I think I've kept it somewhere here to get a calculation. No, somewhere I think I missed it. Okay. Okay, you have 2,500 stocks. Out of that, only 453 are coming, right? Which is 20%, which means 80% market is neutral. 529, 25%, 500, 20%, 25%, whatever it is, right? This is not giving me either bullish or bearish. It's not telling me market is going towards something significant. So it comes to sideways. Now, then I realized, okay, bullish is this much, you know, BK2. So I have it somewhere here. Forget it. 305 by 2,500 something is 11.84. Bears are this much, right? Slowly on Tuesday, I think I gave that note. If you can see, 305 became 429, 429 became 400, 148 became 100, 110, 161. I think Wednesday only I gave a caution. Let me have a quick check. To Wednesday was plus 1.5. Yeah. Wednesday close of play, I said caution, or Thursday morning. Let me pull this view for the day. Uh, June 12th. Yeah, Thursday morning, I gave a caution that says, see this, the number of bulls are decreasing, bears are increasing, steadily increasing bears and steadily decreasing bulls, and then boom, Thursday hit, right? And then you keep track of this. Now, this is this is completely bear dominated territory. Bears number of bearish stocks are quite high, but again, it can be sideways. Where option buying will get eaten up is because of this, because you have only 300 by 2,400. It's not even 15%. It is mostly a sideways to bearish situation. It is not a bearish situation. So you need to get a straddle, maybe make a little bit of bearish side iron fly, or do whatever you want. But my my suggestion, recommendation, for lack of better words, these are the two that I can use. Please pick any indicator, any strategy that you're using, and maintain a table like this, because you know that strategy in and out, you have built it, and it will tell you a story. Now, going forward, what will happen on this bull bear ratio? I will add a 5 period moving average, 15 period moving average. Like this is my custom breadth indicator. Like I'll see if somewhere at around between 3 and 4, is this topping out? Like is this a top area where you can see probable reversals? Like we'll get maybe 100 days, maybe 1 year data or 6 months data. Then we can see what is the mean deviation, what is the standard deviation, and say, okay, like how Prashant or AP has come up with, 70 is an overbought area, like below 30 breadth or below 20 breadth is an oversold area. So like that, maybe I will be able to write my own mean reversion. I'll be able to write my own probable reversal, and top top reversal catching from extreme bullish to mean reversion, or extreme bearish to mean reversion. So I probably, this is the intention behind doing this. I want to write my own mean reversion strategy, and I'll tell you in simple words. uh, Mean reversion is nothing but stocks is good, but indices are oscillating instruments. They will come back to their mean, which is why you will see people saying 200 period moving average, 52 week, and all of these, or 50 period, and then there is bullish crossover, death crossover, god knows what all is there. But it is the reason why they say it is because it is an oscillating indicate oscillating index. Most of the indices are oscillating instruments. They will revert to its mean. So I'm trying to correlate. This is another section that I'm adding, and I'm trying to see how Nifty behaved as per this movement. Is there anything that relates to how many are ATH and ATL? I've probably will add 52-week high as well to see, but every day EOD time is taking too much. So as of now, this is my major, and it tells me what I should be doing in straddle and credit spreads. And this is the picture. You can see very clearly there was a significant drop here and significant rise here, and this was indicating caution, directly indicating caution, and it played out extremely well from there on, right? So my 2 cents to this is, whatever indicator, it doesn't have to be anything, whatever indicator, whatever strategy you're using, try and convert that to breadth and try and track it. I'm i'm actually very sure. I did set up breadth for a long time, and then I think a few days I lost track, and then I couldn't come back to it at all. Although I did it for over a year, I lost it. uh, you know the only problem that is, it needs you to rigorously come and sit and do that hard work. It is very, very painful and irritating, but sometimes you can do this. Okay. Yeah, Prithvi, I agree, very interesting and stressful too. Yes, 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 absolutely, that's why I dropped it. So you're using your setups in stocks as market breadth? Yes, Piyush, yes, absolutely. I'm not using, you know ma- Yes, if you're mentioning that, if my setup, I'm trying to derive breadth out of my setup, absolutely, because that is the setup that I understand the most. Okay, Ranjan, hi Vishwa, good morning. Can we arrange a meet for all who are staying in Bangalore some weekend? I'm very new to our zone app and it'll be very helpful. 100%, sir. I think I owe. Um, I keep forgetting that person's name. Last week, sometime I thought that I have to call, because we had planned of meeting to give me something. We'll do it. I'm very, very happy to do it actually. Oh, mm, I missed that thing. Okay, Ranjan, doing something similar. Karan, I'd love to hear what you're trying. And Santanu monthly. 24 750 straddle still drifting down with no major pattern reversal on the bullish side. Absolutely, these are different ways to do it. I think I've studied your straddle views as well, Santanu. I think that the market watch or straddle watch that you do, I think that is also excellent. Debashish, sir, how you select delta for your credit spread? Don't go by delta. I go by 200 to 50 points. 1% of this I will keep as cushion. Out of the money, sell it and sit down, which gives me a little bit of cushion, which gives me a little bit of, of course, stop losses are going to be taken because your gamma becomes higher. But I think when it comes in a good way. Bittu, when sideways to bullish become bullish or sideways to bearish become bearish. When will it become? It depends. You need at least 50% contribution. If you're doing FNO stocks, if your total bullish bearish contribution is at least 110 plus, right? 110 stocks should be participating minimum. So if you're doing that, that is when you will probably confirmly take it as majority stocks are participating in, sectors are participating. You can do top down to see how many sectors are participating. You can try and do different ways, but I need at least 50% of the universe contributing to, both bullish and bearish. Of course, if there is 50% participation, that means it gives me a clear view. Sir, you selected plus 15 for bullish and minus 15 for bearish for top-down approach. Yes, Deepak, I think I selected that because mathematically, at work, I do this very specific thing, which is called Pareto analysis. Pareto means, just have a look at it. I don't want it to get into Pareto. Top 80% you will get in this section. So 15 is 80% of 18, right? So 15 and higher will give me 80% of what I'm looking for. I don't want to go and break my head about, you know, um getting into something else. So which is my way of decoding or trying to decode, rather, better words for saying, trying to decode. Plus 15 to plus 18 is bearish, minus 15 to minus 18 is plus 15 to plus 18 is bullish, and negative 15 to negative 18 is bearish. Yes, I did read about it. Of late, I think Prakash, please. He's the guy who's an encyclopedia of this. So there is a setup breadth chart apparently that's come out now. Please, guys, please must and should explore it. This is like a gold mine for me from everything that's come, because nobody understands my personal setup better than me, and what message it gives. It directly tells me something very specific, and even if I hand it over A is equal to B to somebody, it will be difficult for somebody to follow, which is why, I repeat, try and build your own systems, try and learn what are these things that are there, and build your own systems, and then make them as breadth. You will in a matter of 6 months you will be able to decode what the market is saying. I'll ping you, sir. Ranjan, I'll ping you. Let's have a chat on Telegram and I will ping you. Ankur Verma, are you using Momentify? Can we convert this setup into Momentify trading? Uh, am I using Momentify? Not yet. To be very specific, I'm waiting for the feature to come as to where my money is going to get parked in case my market trend filter is has gone. Like sitting idle, I'm not there yet, but my strategy is ready to be deployed and everything looks good. But I'm just waiting for the next upgrade or update from Momentify to see what all comes. And rather than jumping, no, please don't mistake me. I think it's one of the best things to have happened to the trading community. But I'm not here to jump into the bandwagon on day zero or day 90 or something. I'll give it some more time. I'll let it settle down. I'll learn all the features, the new tags that come along with it. Instead of lump sum, I've tried, my head has convinced myself to say SIP is a better approach, and instead of putting a lump sum, I'll put a larger chunk into SIP. Can we convert this into momentified trading? If they give you a little more features, why not? Actually, you can in the current system, but you'll need a little more, tweaks to come and get this in. The study that I am doing, which is my custom, we can't do it so far because it is a combination of patterns where then it has to filter out and then it has to do multiple layers of filtering. As of now, what I'm doing can't, but I think maybe I'm not in touch as well with what's happening because of my work off late, which is why I've almost I've disappeared from texting and any sort of comms because my work has become very heavy. Sumit, in spreads, you put SL as per multi-leg charts and multi-leg charts, hands down, multi-leg charts, Sumit. B2 means about 50-55% stocks. Yes, like 200, if I take 200, bullish and bearish should be above 100. That is 50% of the overall universe. Sir, can you explain your straddle strategy? Okay, I will cover that briefly now. Notice something when I was going through my trading journal that half months in a year gave some amazing follow through to trend followers, while most of the other months better for shorter time frame or quick 1 is to 1.5. What could be the best way to identify these? Right. It is. This is something that a very dear friend had told me. Like there is something called as momentum crash period as well, right? Which is if you guys have read the book, the recent momentum investing book, Prashant even touches base on momentum crash periods, right? So that is something that I'm also studying. More than studying, I'm trying to still do R&D on it because I'm not I've not really got a very good theory on momentum crash. But yes, this is 1,000,000% true. I think Karan, you have experienced a very interesting thought that how is this happening when probably I think it'll take 1 or 2 more years for me to understand what is going with momentum crash and how many cycles, what periods. So it will take a lot of study, but once I follow through it, I will let you know. 1 second, huh? Anti ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. Deepak, Pareto principle works everywhere. Yes, I follow it very closely. Uh, can you please guide a little on the sector or stock segmentation for bullish or bearish momentum? Is data captured from Define Edge or custom built in Excel? See, all the data comes from Define Edge. I just add my tweaks to it, like what you just saw, Pareto. That is my simple tweak, minus 15 to minus 18, plus 15 to plus 18. And then you can go back and do the same exercise, right? I think, Purav, it is now we got, let's go back to the Excel. Let me do one bullish and one bearish, okay? Chemicals and FMCG I will do. Let me get right, multi-denominator. I have index and this scan. Nothing above 15. So I'm not looking at bullish here. The three bearish. ITC is bearish, United Spirits and Coalpan. If I look at this, ITC by Nifty 50 is not looking good. And on daily 0.25, now it is FMCG is actually looking okay. right? This is like a bearish flag. Let me delete this. And people who are more of candlestick patterns, you can have a look at this. Let me just draw it. Give me 1 second. To my epic pen is not epically fast. And the length of this will be your target once properly 20 points. You can put 20 points here. So overall net, I think this is also one more area. So you can keep a tab of this potential area. Let me clear this bad drawing. So here, this is pattern retest. This is once. This is twice. Now it's approaching this. Right. So basically, you can see this. You can decode it however you want to decode it, and it's on daily time frame. So you can have a look at this and play around. Right. This is forming a nice cup and handle. This is the base for that cup. If this breaks, then maybe even this is possible if you're going by candlestick patterns. Right. So it is by far it is a bearish view. We can do these as well, but I'm going to do chemicals just to save time. Do we have anything chemicals? Yes, there is Nifty chemicals. I did not know that. Right? Why it doesn't want to know? NSC Nifty chemicals. There is Nifty chemicals there, but there is no. Okay, out of Nifty 500. This is a bullish view from this Excel sheet. FMCG was bearish. Chemicals I'm doing bullish. Let's see if we have something. Yes. Navin Fluoride and PI Industries. Let's take a quick look at this. Ratio is looking to start looking okay, and this is also okay, but there is a big gap here. I think it's a gap fill. Let's see what Navin Fluoride is saying. Do, 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 do. Okay, this base is protected. This base anchor column base has not been taken out. And I can see two successive anchor columns, which means if I see here, just by naked looking at this, there's one, two, three, four big blue ones. There's not so big red ones. There are red ones also, but not so big as the blue ones. They're consolidating. This is our maybe maybe our Prakash Tejwani system, which goes into explosive VCP, and then boom, and then there's another one coming. This base is protected; it's not taken out yet, so you can probably see what's happening. Yeah, it's getting ready now. There is one here. You can probably exit below this low, or you can let it run. There is a cluster. This is a cluster here, which is why it is acting so much. I think something like this you can draw, but this is too clustered. I think I'll take this section. You can watch it, but definitely your double top buys are higher. Your X's are getting a little more. It was a good run of X's here, but now the X ratio is turning good, and this looks this looks a bullish chart. And you saw ITC clearly looks bearish. I think last chart for the day. and we can close. This is the PI Industries, which was bearish. No, PI Industries was bullish in this. Coal pile was bearish. See, this is something, not everything that I look I'm going to take, because instantly what I can do is, uh, where is my retracement? Price retracement. It has closed above its 61 ratio, right? Now I think it's not a bad. If you're really interested, or if you're holding PI Industries, your stop loss can be below 3836. But I'm not going to add fresh at all till this thing is taken out, because it can go anywhere and continue its bearish waves. Whoever's done, I think Brijesh is. Harmonics will know XA is formed and B is between 61.8 to 72.6. So XA, B, C, D, and then boom. I think this is how it might come. This is X, A, this will be B. Let's say here I will draw 72.6%. Then this is your B wing. Then you will come to C, which will be between these two, will be, I think, 61.8, and then D will break out, and then it will collapse. So this possibly is a harmonics in formation as well. So either ways, it's a big downtrend. Till this downtrend is taken out, I will not even go close to these things. Okay, this is everything, and we have 5 minutes for the last few questions or anything that is there. It's not on define it. How did you come up with sectors? What is not on Okay, wait, something I missed. This is what I saw. Karan, it's not on define it. How did you come up with sectors? What sectors? Karan, sorry, I don't know. Not really able to get the exact question. If you can just rephrase it, it'll be good. 45-degree trendline breakout also seems in Navin Fluoro. Yes, possible. Go dig deeper. What I'm trying to say is, we did not take more than 5-10 minutes to arrive at which sector to see what bullish and what. Oh, yes, there was this. I'll take that 2 minutes. Yes, my apologies. Uh, what I'm trying to say, Panel, is we did not take more than 2 minutes to identify which sectors should I be looking at bearish, which sectors should I be looking at bullish. Like if I just sort this from high to low, right? You can just mark it here. That's all over. This is your bullish, and then scroll fully down. This is your bearish, and you can delete the rest, or you can keep these 80, 84. I think it will be as neutral. Either ways, you can do 14. You can do 14. You can do 13, or you can do 10 plus to 14 is bullish, going to be momentum and all of that. You can design your own stuff. Yesterday, KK sir also mentioned this when column reversal in 1% as Momo strategy. I really want to study this Momo strategy. I've heard a lot of this. Which column reversal are you referring to, in Nifty or in Navin Fluoro? Okay, good. Okay, so we are on the same page. Right. Debashish, I think I had missed it. Thank you. And if we can still see my screen. So I have this. Can we see? Ayyo. I don't know, for some strange reason these straddle and India wicks don't hold this thing. Right. This is my straddle. This is my wicks. Right. Actually, if you don't do this also, it's okay, because D pivot, as long as your wicks is trending. First rule of my straddle is wicks should not be anywhere above this, not above D smart and must. Right. Like I think in Tecmo also I did mention, people who are using must can see, It has given bearish must, but then instantly it takes over and then it goes on. But DSmart had not given a breakout yet. It was in consolidation mode, which is so many times it will happen. If you can see in so many instances, either must will be taken out sometimes, or DSmart will act as support resistance. And you can go back and check this. This is one of the reasons why I use both DSmart and must. I think I explained this in DECMA as well. Okay, this is gives me that small fat. Like this is my fat layer of. See this here is where DSmart, I mean must is ending. This is my cushion, which in this case DSmart has provided, where it did not go fully bearish here, and then it changed its direction, right? So this is why somewhere I've done this on ratio, I've done it on straddle, triangle, multi-leg charts everywhere. So I'm pretty convinced. But if you guys want to use it, please check it and then do it. Coming back, India VIX should be trending lower. I think yesterday or day before I posted that I took a position as soon as this broke down. Right? It was a good. What time was it? 9:20. Let me do intraday lines. Why this thing doesn't want to come? Or it comes and I don't know. Let me close all of this for now. Ah, where is 9:20 here? Somewhere here. 9:23. Between these two areas, between these two bricks, my VIX broke below DSmart and Must, right? And then it has stayed below. Give me 1 second. I have to take this call urgently. Sorry. Let me delete this. So once this VIX breaks out, why we were getting triggered is because we were not tracking VIX very closely. I've tried 1 minute, 0.15, point 0.2. 0.25 is where I got VIX at better. So I've tried to do 0.25. And there is something very strange that you will see. Here I probably have not changed it because it is at this thing. I have done my own custom price based, whatever the premium based, not price, premium based box values or brick values rather. Okay, because it's 200, in this I consider as option selling, and this is between 100 to 200. This will be 3.5%. So I have now slowly sort of moving away from a one size fits all solution. Like 1 minute 1%, 1 minute 2%, 3% is a common thing for that Definage has given us. But when I dug deeper, I think I was more comfortable with the premium based structure that I follow. Now, this is simple mathematics. I'm not going to get into details of that, right? So I prefer my premium based brick value so that my stop loss keeps moving in a particular trend that I can assess, rather than one day losing 5 6,000, the other day losing 2,000 3,000, and all of that happening, right? So this is, as long as this is below and your straddle is below D smart and must, and I'm just keeping track of which of the legs will go crazy. I'm telling you one thing for sure: don't, just because this has gone up, don't cut 24,650 leg and keep only PE, because I lost that drama I did and I lost quite a bit, thinking, oh, I'm very smart, I've done this, I can crack it, and then market came to humble me very nicely. So my suggestion is get out or stay all in. Don't go in between. As long as this is there, see, this is another example where VIX, DSmart turned green, but I mean, must turned green. DSmart is still protecting it, and then it has reversed. By if it was a must exit, like an algo trading exit, here it would have exited. But we continued getting some points in the end. This is my simple A's to B, but my majority of the game is here, and how Wix is behaving. That is my straddle. You count the bullish stocks and bearish stocks of the bullish sectors and bearish sectors, then arrive at the ratio. No, sir. I just take the whole thing. How many are bullish? How many are bearish? I don't do sector analysis and then go into it. I go direct. NSE all stocks 2,500 to 2,600 are there, and in that check how many are there. When you book profit in positional straddle, target based or above DSMART and must only. When it's trailing, let it trail. Why should we try and book? And I used to do this. Straddle is delta 50 ATM, simple. That is no this thing. Sumit, I think when you book profit is initially I used to book it at 30% of max profit, 40% of max profit, 50% of max profit. Then later on I understood that that is adding one more trade to my journal, which is probability of eating my profits are higher. So when something is running, try and milk at least 75 to 80% of it. If it gets stopped out. There will be one or two, but during my recent watch, multiple times you could have caught 300 to 400 point Nifty run in straddles. If instead of early exit, you can try and catch that. Right. This is this is everything from me for today. Please, any questions? What is the criteria for selecting a stock is bullish or bearish? Uh, that is which is mine. Like I've written a very small thing for how I arrive at it, but mostly it is my full funda is on AFT. If I can tell you that whole uh, I don't pyramid. I don't pyramid. I said leave it, let it run. Sumit, no pyramid for me. I leave. I let it run. Okay, what is the criteria? Mine is pretty much AFT, and quite a few additional things with that. Anything? If there's nothing else, then I think we can close. Eventually, I think summarizing before we close, Nifty on 0.1% has three high poles and taking support at uh, the 45-degree trend line from ATH. So, and then there are two high poles which are showing change in polarity, which has become resistance to support now. So this area 24,500 or 24,450 is a very critical area for Nifty to probably go back to its original upward move. Let's see how it plays out. Thank you, Deepak. Karan, any suggestions on good point to start trading commodities? Buddy, I've not really gotten my hand into commodities yet. I think there are quite a few people doing some very interesting work. I know Sumit is doing something. I know Santanu is doing something extremely interesting work they are doing. I think probably they might be better people to help us. Or there is Joshi. He's the king. I don't know what he does, but he does extremely good stuff. There's Hitesh Bhai also you can have a chat with. In your trade point, if world market chart, then share you DJI, NDX, SPX. My Python code has died, B2. I need to revive that Python code. I used to get all of this and auto saved onto trade point this thing. I need to check that again. Let me try it. Amazing. Thank you, Purab. Thank you very much. Anything else? If not, thank you guys.
Have a good weekend. Your kid has not come to learn this time. My kid has gone for a walk. He's not in the house. Yeah. No problem. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.